There's really not a better place in the world than Iceland for a morning run. The air is super crisp, there's fog, and it's just super quiet and serene. This is such a cool country. Today is our first full day in Iceland. Yesterday we drove 5 hours straight from the airport to Akureyri on the north side of Iceland. Today we're going to be starting our route along the Diamond Circle, and it's going to take us 2 days, and so we're going to do the north side of it now and then the south side of it tomorrow. It sounds really awesome. We're going to be able to hit some hot springs and waterfalls and just some really amazing sights. I mean, pretty much wherever you go, there's tons and tons to do around Iceland. In the 5 hours that we drove yesterday to Akureyri from the airport, we missed so much. And so we're really, really excited to actually get a full day here and be able to see some sights. It's so serene.
We are in our first stop on the Diamond Circle, which is the town of Húsavík. It took about an hour to drive here from Akureyri, and our first impressions are that it smells very fishy. We could smell it immediately when we got out of the car, and hopefully we'll get used to it because it's a little overwhelming right now. Yes. But it's a cute little town, so we're just gonna walk around it for a little while. Even though this is a really small little town with just a little over 2,000 locals, this is actually very popular with tourists. Right now even, there's 2 cruise ships and a little carnival set up, so it's pretty crowded today. Even though this is a really small town, there's a ton of stuff to do here. It's really popular for whale watching. There's people out jet skiing on the water right now. There's a couple hot springs and some museums, so it's definitely worth a stop if you make it to the north of Iceland.
We didn't bring any silverware.
As we were walking through the town, we noticed that different parts of the town have different colored decorations. Like, for example, in one part of the town, every decoration was green, in another, everything was pink. If anybody knows why this is, let us know. We could not figure it out, and we're really curious. So it's already noon, and we have a lot more to do today, so we're gonna head out and head to our next stop.
So we just made it to this really cool lookout point. It's on a cliff that overlooks the water. It's a super sharp edge that makes me really want to go cliff jumping, but I know
It's not how I feel looking on the edge.
But I know it wouldn't end well, but it would be super cool. It's just a super steep edge that drops.
Jumping, not even like base jumping. That's like 100-foot cliff. If not higher, probably higher.
It doesn't make me want to do it here, but it would be super cool. And it's really cool to have the drone to be able to look down there. Yeah.
Cliff jumping. If any of you ever do go around the Diamond Circle and you want a cool place to have lunch, this lookout point is just about half an hour away from Húsavík, and there's a bunch of picnic tables everywhere, and I just think this would be such an amazing spot to have lunch. Just right at the ocean on a cliff. Oh my god. Yeah, please don't do cliff jumping. Oh my gosh. We just started walking on the trail at Ásbyrgi Canyon, and it looks like it's about to start raining, so we'll see how far we get. We may have to run to the top to get to the to get to the viewpoint here.
Got our windbreakers there.
Yes. And we've seen very mixed things. I've seen that this hike getting to the viewpoint only lasts an hour, and I've seen it lasts like 5 miles, so a lot longer than an hour. So we'll see what happens.
A little bit longer, yeah.
The view from the, oh my gosh, those are people up there. Oh, there's no way you can see them on camera, but like right there. Those tiny things are people. Oh my gosh. So this view is already pretty incredible, and it's so much taller than I thought. We made it to a viewpoint. It's not quite the viewpoint I had in mind though. I have a feeling the viewpoint that I was thinking of actually is 5 miles, so we'll see if we can figure out how to get up there and if we can do it fast enough. But if it is 5 miles, we may not be able to make it today. So we did get a nice view of this pond right at the bottom, this gorgeous cliff. I was still thinking we could find a way to get up to the top of it, but who knows? This is at least still worth the walk. So this canyon is a horseshoe shape, and people keep yelling all around the canyon, and it's ridiculous how good the echoes are. Like, I have never heard echoes as good in my entire life. It's insane.
Sabrina literally asked at one point, are they echoing or are there just people yelling back?
I couldn't tell if they were just yelling twice to make it sound like an echo, but I think it's actually an echo. Okay, so we just went to the visitor center and got a map of all the trails around here, and it looks like it is going to be like a 4 or 5 hour hike. So we just got an energy drink and chugged that, and now we are on our way. The weather's starting to pick up a little bit. It's getting a little windy. Hopefully it's still not going to rain on us though, but we're going to try to get as far as we can. Hopefully get all the way to the top of the canyon. So fingers crossed, but we'll see. So we are just a little bit past the beginning of the canyon, and we have all the way to go. It's about 4 p.m., so we may be out here for a while.
That's one of the best things about being this north, is that it doesn't matter. It'll be light until midnight.
I'm not sure if this is technically a shortcut, but we were told to go up the steps and up a ladder to get to the top of the canyon. And I think it cut off a little bit, so maybe we'll have a little bit more time to make it all the way across. Oh god. Without falling. I was literally just thinking I've already made it farther in this hike, not tripping, than I did in our last Iceland hike, but I jinxed myself. Oh. At least this way we're getting most of the incline out of the way in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, so is the rest of the hike just walking on top of it?
I think so. Yeah, because that's the top of it right up there.
Oh.
Doesn't seem the most stable, but we'll be good. We'll be fine. Good job, babe. Oh my gosh, this makes it so much easier than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's really not bad.
No. Oh my god. That's kind of terrifying. It's so steep. And just like that, we're on top.
Yes.
And already out of breath.
So either the trail maps are very wrong or we're really good hikers.
It's not that.
Because we're 20 minutes into the what they call 3-hour long hike. And it looks like we're about halfway there.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
What'd you say?
So when I was looking at it, there's another, what do you even call that? There's another trail on top of that hill. It said it would take 3 hours, but we're already almost like level with the end of that hill or whatever it is. And we've only been hiking for like half an hour maybe. So that gives me hope that we won't be out here for 5 hours. How long has it been since we said it would take 10 or 15 minutes to pass it?
I don't know, like 10 minutes, but we did it. So unless this is just a lot further than it looks, we may be getting kind of close. And wow, we've gotten a lot higher.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's where. Oh wow.
How much we've climbed.
That's crazy.
It felt like it's been fairly flat. So that's the parking lot that we parked at originally.
And then
Right to that pond.
yeah, the lookout point was over there. Crazy.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I think hiking in Iceland is one of, if not my favorite thing. Hiking in Iceland is one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing. Just the weather's so nice. You're probably never gonna feel like you're just being beaten by the sun because it's usually overcast and a little chilly. And just, it's so gorgeous everywhere. I love
Plus,
it.
being here this late, like starting the hike at 4, we have encountered almost no people.
Yeah. Very few. Granted, this hike was listed as difficult on the tour map. This hike was listed as difficult on the trail guide. I don't know what to call it. But it's not that bad. I mean, you need to hike up the ladder and rocks at the beginning, but like this has been very mild. Unless you're scared of heights because you're pretty close to a cliff. But maybe that scares some people out of it. I like it.
Babe! Whoa! Oh, that's so cool.
We made it! Oh my gosh, this is not going to be 4 or 5 hours at all. What time is it? Do not fall.
So down there is where we were a few hours ago. Crazy.
Whoa, and you can see all the way down out there. That's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy to me how different the north side of Iceland is compared to the south side. There's nothing stopping you from walking right up to the edge. Everything that we went to, aside from pretty deep into the hike in southern Iceland, everything was roped off, everything was gated off. And like this is just, you could walk right up to the edge if you wanted to. Aren't you happy we got energy drinks?
Yeah. So yeah, I think we can definitely say this is well worth the hike.
Yeah, and at least for us, not 4 or 5 hours.
No, not even close. I don't know if we went the wrong way, but we made it to the destination.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, this is what we were trying to get to, but I know there are other trails around here, so who knows how long those take. But to get to the top of the edge of the canyon was about an hour one way.
Yeah,
And
probably.
we stopped a lot, so you could probably do it in less time. And we're just gonna go right back the same way, so definitely not 4 or 5 hours.
So I guess this is as good of a time as any, now that we just finished this hike, to close out the video. It's been a super cool first day in the Diamond Circle, and we're really excited to continue it tomorrow. I think we're even going to get to see a lot more stuff, like some more powerful waterfalls, so that should be fun.
Yeah. Real quick before we go, we just wanted to give a huge thank you to Martin for buying us a cup of coffee.
It was incredibly generous, so thank you very much.
Okay, we'll see you guys in the next video.